All right, so I'm gonna wait for her. For some reason, the live decided to mess up. So let's see here. Okay. So sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I'm not sure if a lot of people are on live and Instagram just decided to knock us out, but I'm going to wait for Rain to come back in here because for some reason Instagram did that. All right, cool. I think the devil is trying to keep you from sharing. We gonna make sure.
I
I don't
hate.
know that the devil is working because I think the devil was trying to keep you from
He
sharing your.
was trying to keep me from sharing it. Let me tell
Okay,
you.
because that came right when you were sharing your. I don't like that, but that was definitely the devil in the works.
It's okay
But
because I'm still. We gonna kick the devil out.
yeah,
I didn't see him face to face. I already know what time it is. Uh,
so back.
but
You said he was in. Yes, his friend was in the backseat of the car. Yeah.
and he had been hitting on me, screaming at me. You stupid. You don't pay attention to anything. I was sitting here trying to give you the best birthday. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there, just quiet. I'm like, okay. And then I blacked out. I don't remember anything until the next morning. I woke up with my nails broken and bruises on my knuckles,
Wow.
and he wasn't in the house. And my car was damaged. He messed my car up. Uh, so I waited that day. He came back from doing something, and I waited that day for him to. We had a studio room in our apartment.
Hmm.
Um, and I waited for him to be in there for a while and really be listening to music. I was like, okay, if he's in there for like 30 minutes, I may be able to get up out of here.
Yeah.
So he had been in there for a certain amount of time. I grabbed the baby, I grabbed a couple clothes, and I started walking down the street. I just walked. I walked all the way into a park until one of my friends could pick me up and take me to my mom and daddy's house. And yeah, I was walking for hours.
Wow.
I was walking, and he didn't. This crazy how bold he didn't even come. He didn't come looking for me.
You think I'm looking?
He didn't come looking. He didn't come looking at all. He didn't hit me until that night. So my son, where are you? Where's my son? And I was like, I didn't respond.
Hmm.
And because that's how bold he was. He was like, oh, she gonna come back. I was done. I had to go. I didn't like not knowing. I think I blacked out from stress,
Yeah.
anger.
And then
I
not.
don't. Yeah, I don't. He could have put something in my drink too. That's another day.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just know that I knew that wasn't, I couldn't handle it anymore.
Hmm.
He wasn't taking care of us. He was doing shit in front of my son, excuse my language.
No, it's fine.
And that's a whole different thing. So now I'm dealing with having to keep my baby's stress level down, teach him not to put his hands on me, not to put his hands on his grandma, not to this is stuff that he's seeing, not to yell. He has temper tantrums.
Hmm.
So it's a whole, I'm not only dealing with my therapy, I'm dealing with my son's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's a lot.
How old was
It's a,
he at the time?
he's 3.
Well, at the time, so he was like, okay, so he was like 2 or 3.
He was 2, yeah, at the time. Um, and unfortunately, when he turned 3, I didn't even get to enjoy his birthday because I was still
Going through
out
all.
of it, out of it, yeah. So, but it's okay because the 4th birthday about to be lit. But mommy's back. But
Yeah. That year,
yeah,
how to get through that, and that's rough. I can't even imagine and still having to be a mother. Like, whew.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and he has his days where it's crazy because some days he still remembers. He goes, "Mommy, why daddy hit you?
Oh, really?
Mommy, daddy hit you a car? Did like this is the like he memory like and you just don't realize like I'm still dealing with the guilt of that because the fact that I even that he even had to witness,
Hmm.
you know what I mean, any of it. And I go to therapy for that too, but it's just not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy knowing that he remembers and he still doesn't understand, but he remembers. And that just sucks to me. So I just,
to like get him to like realize that this is how relationships should be, and having your mom and dad's relationship like in the house that you're in, like he can see
yeah.
this is what love should look like.
Mm-hmm. He
So
does. Yeah. That I made the right choice.
yeah, I appreciate you sharing that because I can even like imagine like having to kind of have to relive that. But people are in here and you don't know who's watching or who's listening to this that could be going through this right now and that are still trying to work through and find that strength that you were able to find.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not an easy process. Like clearly it's not something that you can immediately leave away from or step away from because you had a child with this man. There was love there, clearly. But you had to build up that strength to officially like walk out the door. So I appreciate you for even sharing that, but then taking the time to share it on your album.
Thank you.
So what would you say was probably one of the most difficult songs to record on the album?
Who,
Or the EP, I'm sorry, because I know they're two different things.
I would say the one that I recently did, the last song.
Okay.
The last song, it wasn't hard to record it. It
Mm-hmm.
was hard at the end when I did the poetry, talking to my baby. No, you know what? That one, and then the one it's the first song that's on the album. I mean, I keep saying the album,
I
the
know.
EP.
Me too. Like, I,
You got me saying the album.
but the way that streaming is set up, it's like it's so hard to like know the difference. You know what I mean? Like I know like EP is like a snippet of what the album is could be,
Mm-hmm.
but the album is the full body of work. But
Yeah.
it's still, but the EP. Okay, so you said the last one. What was the song?
I can't even remember because I can never love it again. I woke up and I wrote it. I randomly, my body told me to wake up and I was going through beats and I wrote it. And always strong, some family. What is my words? It's talking about how I ended up getting into the mental hospital and
Mm-hmm.
going through the mental breakdown and everything and how
Mm-hmm.
I came back. And it's like just me and a piano playing and it's heartfelt. And you can hear me breathing like throughout the whole song, trying to fight back my throat clenching
Ooh, okay.
from crying, from the tears, like trying to fight back the tears. So it's the first song on the EP. And it's kind of the intro to everything. And yeah, it's got some talking on it. It talks about how I was able to fight my way back through music, but I also came back to earth because I kept hearing my grandmother's voice telling me that he was trying to take my voice and trying to take me. That's all I could hear in my head every single day.
Wow.
And that's kind of how I fought my way out of it. Another reason why. So rest in peace, Grandma. I know you're one of my angels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was a singer too. And my grandmother dealt with an abusive relationship with my grandfather.
Really?
Yes. So I know she's been one of my angels this whole time watching. Like, I know she was still on this earth. She'd be like, how? I already know. If she was still here, a lot of things probably wouldn't have gone down. But
Yeah.
she would have been somebody I know I could have talked to. I didn't really have anybody to relate to. My best friend Desiree, she's in a happy, healthy relationship with her husband. My best friend OT, she's in a happy, healthy relationship. Like most of my friends are in happy, healthy relationships. So I was like, I don't know who to talk to. My parents have been together since they're 16. Like I didn't know who to talk to.
Yeah.
So,
You don't want to put that on them because
mm-hmm.
that's a lot of times like what happens with a lot of relationships are like, so I realize like with people, it's just like they don't want to put that stress on you. Like you're good. And what I'm going through, I'm not trying to put that on you. But at
Yeah,
the same time, it's like other people are seeing that you're going through something and they want to be there. But
they knew something was wrong. My
yeah,
mama kept asking me, she was like, why are you wearing long sleeves in the summertime? And I used to make up so many excuses. I used to be like, I'm anemic. I ain't anemic. I done been to the doctor so many times. She knew damn well I wasn't anemic. She just said, your boy better not be hitting on you. I was like, no. Like, because parents know. But if I'm not saying it, you know what I mean? I'm still bringing him around. But then when I finally told them, like, they were distraught. Because I've been with him, I was with him for 10 years. He'd lived with me and my family before.
for 10 years.
My mommy, like, my parents, like, like, you know what I mean? We were like family.
Yeah.
So
Did the abuse start later? Like, was it like deeper in like the relationship or?
it happened. It actually started to get worse when I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
It had been happening around the age of 21.
Hmm.
I'm 27 now. So, like little light things, I started seeing some red flags, but it wasn't like as aggressive.
Hmm.
And when I got pregnant, I was just like, oh, so I got the baby. Now I gave you the baby. Now you really, oh, like this is what it is. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But I still didn't, give up on him because in my mind, I was like, oh, I don't want to be I had this whole thing. I don't want to be a single mom. I don't want to make my son a statistic. I had all these crazy things going on in my head.
Yeah.
And he was putting them in my head too. So don't leave me. You don't want my son. I grew up in my parents divorced, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we ain't getting divorced. We ain't married. You know, you
Yeah.
ain't even married me after all these years. Now that I'm back, thinking about it, like,
Yeah.
I can't believe I can't even. I'm gonna write a book, girl.
Yeah. It's ongoing. That's why you have music therapy coming out. So you can, that's
That's
part,
a start.
that's part one of the healing process and it all.
Mm.
So I'm now really excited. So all you guys like tuning in, music therapy will be out very, very soon.
It's actually I wasn't supposed to say anything because it's not on all platforms yet, but it is on Amazon Music. If you have Amazon, it's on Tidal and it's on what is the other one? Pandora. It's on
Okay.
Pandora. So we're just waiting for Apple Music, Google Play, and Deezer.
Deezer. What's that?
Deezer. Diesel. I'm one of them.
Okay.
But we waiting for that. And then but it's there. So if you got those three things, Pandora, Amazon, Tidal, it's up there. So you can tune in.
Awesome. All right. So we're gonna get on a little lighter note. Uh,
Yes, please.
let's get on a lighter note. Where's your wine so we can take a sip together? Because let's sip towards the strength of rain. Cheers to that. And
Yes, sis.
and
Mm.
making it through and over that hump. But now I want to be able to talk about being a mother, and let's talk about Levi. Let's just talk about how hard it is, probably balancing the two. But what is something that you've learned from being a mother, and also your career, and what kind of input? Let's just go back to the beginning. We'll do it from how hard is it balancing the two, and what is the impact that he's had on your career?
Oh, definitely not easy.
Yeah.
Um, adjusting to taking care of a whole nother life. The,
Hmm.
the beginning stages is really hard. It's not about you no more. You don't just wake up for you. You gotta, your whole life changes. So let's just, but I just had to learn about scheduling.
Hmm.
And one thing I did learn too, because I used to be so scared to be an artist that growing up, they used to be like, oh, you can't get pregnant. Nobody rocks with you if you have a baby, da 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 da.
Love to say that. I feel
They
like
love to say that. As soon as I had my baby, I realized who was real and who wasn't.
okay.
Because the real ones used to be like, bring up. So my son been coming to the studios with me since he was 6 months. You feel what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would let him come to the studio. He turned the music down. Real recognize real, and real people understand real life situations.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and if they respect you and your talent, it's your world. So once I got over that, I started bringing my baby to the studio. I have my village, my family. If I need my time away, they everybody doesn't have this. So I'm just like, it's it's enough. Like I feel for the mothers who don't have the village. You know what
Mm.
I mean? Um, because it's not easy when you don't have somebody to watch your baby. So I'm just hoping that you find the right team that has your back to help support you, so you can bring your baby to work.
Yeah.
But having the village is everything. And shoot, he just made me grind harder. He made me grind harder. He made me tap back into writing because I had stopped writing for a while. I was letting other people write for me. And
Mm.
then after a while, I was like, this is not me. This is not what people know you for. Not the original Rain Lovers. When I
Yeah.
was on YouTube, I used to write all my own stuff. You know what I mean? I had my team. We do stuff together and all that. But I was writing. So
Mhm.
I got back into that. I got back into singing from here and from my soul. Um, But yeah, he made me go harder. He made me appreciate my gift
Mm,
even more because it could have been taken away from me.
yeah.
It could have been. And when he came into this world, he was the reason why I didn't quit. Because I almost quit. I almost worked that 9 to 5, honey. I was almost running running the store. I almost took that paycheck.
Yeah.
And when I
That
saw him, I was like,
you call it.
mm-mm,
Because this journey, although I'm not in music, I'm in media. So trust me, I understand. It's not okay.
it's not easy.
You see
It's
that
not
check, you
easy.
see how much your friends are making. It's like, dang, I want to be able to do blah 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 too.
And my friends be having mansions and stuff, and I be looking like, look,
It's coming. It's
I can't make it to this event. I'm tired of y'all seeing me in the same outfits now. Cause somebody let me borrow let me borrow a dress.
no, I know what you mean. I understand, but it's that grind. It's that grind, and so that's dope that he's able to bring that out of you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see that on your social media. You see how involved he is, and I think that's beautiful. And you saw it on the floor. That was one thing that they were able to capture, I believe, on that show was seeing how proud how proud he is of his mother, and seeing you out there. So I think that was pretty dope. Um, so what would you say is? Let's see here. What would you say is advice you would give to singers and creatives that are afraid of putting themselves out there? Because if you look back on your journey, YouTube, the four, that was a
Mm-hmm.
in competition. Everyone had to tune in and see you on Fox performing. So what
Yeah.
advice can you get to those singers that are a little bit that are afraid to do it?
Um, you can't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
Um, fear and faith that don't exist. You know what I mean? You just gotta let go. Um, you gotta be fearless. Don't sing anything unless you feel it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a firm believer of that. Don't just be singing songs to sing them. Don't just be out there holding the mic like la 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 la. No, it
Yeah,
need to come from your heart and your soul because people can rewrite, especially this day and age. These advanced children, they they read right through the BS.
yeah,
So sing from your heart, write from your heart and your soul. Talk, just be vulnerable, man. People need to hear it. But you can't be scared. You don't need to do it if you're scared.
okay,
You don't. And you need practice. Practice every day. Anytime you have the opportunity, practice. And make sure your immediate circle, like your closest friends, you singing for them and let them because they're gonna tell you the real.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No yes man in your corner. You need some people that are gonna be like, okay, that was good, friend, but the note here,
Yeah,
you may need to change this lyric, friend. You know, you need to keep real. Don't you got to be able to take constructive criticism.
mm,
That's a big thing.
yeah.
So yeah, that's really all I can tell you. And keep God first all
Say
the time.
say that.
Keep God first, honey.
Got to keep
Say
my
it.
right.
Period.
I'm waiting for. So there were some questions before, but I'm like because it shut out. So you guys feel free to drop some more questions in. What advice would you say that you got from any of the judges? Was there any advice that you got from some of the judges that you've taken away now?
Shoot, Diddy said don't be scared. He said no fear. That was one thing. And I've never been a scary person. I've never been that type of person. But when I got to that type of environment and all that pressure and all, that was my first time dealing with that. And now it wasn't even the simple fact that it was just I was going through so many things at that time, and that was my first. I didn't have my family directly with me, like they were in the audience. I couldn't talk to them all the time because we were so busy. Like I didn't have my circle. So I
Mm,
really realized how important your circle is.
yeah,
Everybody big has a circle. J and B have a circle. Diddy has a circle. DJ Khaled has his wife, his family. You know what I mean? I didn't have my circle
right there.
with me, and I could tell how that it affected me,
Mm-hmm.
especially at certain moments. So yeah,
All right,
that
cool.
was one.
A question in here. All right. Oh, this is a really good one. Let's see if I can see the full one. Many artists are making genreless music. How do you see your sound developing?
I always said I don't want to be put in a box, um, but I know R&B is my core and my soul. I know that's where I come from. So I definitely want to start there, get my core. And then eventually one day I want to have my Beyonce, Rihanna. I do my pop records, be singing on Disney Channel, have my record over here in the R&B radio station, have it over. You know what I mean? Like That's what I see for myself one day. I want to be able to do any and everything. I want to be like Lil Nas X and have a song with Billy Ray Cyrus too. You know.
Yeah. So would you consider yourself an R&B? So you consider yourself an R&B like genre right now, or would you consider
hmm
pop? Okay. So R&B and soul, because I know it's like different things, different tiers.
It's definitely R&B soul with a little pop hint, a little pop hint. Because I hate saying pop too, because pop just means popular music. Because
Yeah.
at one point,
Oh.
especially in the '90s, R&B was pop. You
Yeah.
know, so I feel like we're getting back into that place where R&B is about to be. It kind of is getting there. We're
Yeah.
about to get that shift back,
We have
and
the parties, we've had the summers, like that's
mhm.
definitely like been taking like full focus. So I believe that too. All right, let's
But
see.
I would say pop. I'm saying pop because my tone. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Tone. Sometimes certain records they sound a little bit more pop-ish because of my lighter tone in
Yeah.
some places, depending on what tone I decide to sing in.
So is
You know what
pop
I mean?
something that like you can like dance to more, or like what would you like? I don't. That's what makes it confusing for me. It's like R&B slash pop, but
I guess
yeah.
it's confusing for me too, to be honest, because I don't know, girl. I really don't know.
I'm like, does it mean that you have more ballads? Like, so are you more R&B because you have more ballads on your like out? Like, I don't know. Like, I always wondered that. I'm like, okay, so what made this artist more successful because she was doing what? You know what I mean? But you
Mm.
stage presence, like when you're on there, you was over here dropping in. Your stallion needs working. Okay,
Got
when
my stallion me.
it's the stallion needs working. So I'm like, is that considered more pop because you're doing
I
it
scared
right?
them people. I scared them people on that show. I ain't gonna lie. They did not know that was coming. I rehearsed all of that in my hotel room. I be like, and today's the day. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you guys have it.
I was like, okay, like, all right. Like, I look back, I was like, that was before they were called stallion knees, but you was out there. So I'm like, is that considered more pop? Like, I don't understand it too. But, you know,
I
all right.
think pop is just, I don't know. We just in a I don't know stage of it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
All right, let's see this one. This is another good one. Okay. As an independent artist, do you find trouble executing some of your creative ideas when rolling out your music?
No,
No?
no. Um, like creative ideas as far as still writing and recording while things are rolling out, or like, because I'm the type of person. I'll tell you this: if I'm the type of person I have to be in a vibe, like to be able to just getting into writing every single day. Like there's some people like my brother. He can write every single freaking day. Like he don't need no inspiration. He don't need to go out on a date. He don't need to go through no relationship. He can write every single day. Me, I need to go see some birds. I need to go meet a new man. You know what I mean? I need some time out before I can lock in, type of thing. So I don't know. No, I don't know. I mean, this is about to roll out right now, but I'm out here dating in the streets. I mean, in the quarantine streets. So I've been getting some new inspiration that y'all hear maybe on the next EP.
The
More
quarantine,
love song.
because I know it was a struggle for you, like out in the quarantine streets. Like,
Oh, girl, I be doing FaceTime dates, just
oh,
like we doing right now. It'd be like this. Hey, babe. Nice,
okay.
nice to
Oh,
see you.
down. What you cook for dinner tonight? Okay, let
Hey,
me find out. Let me find out that FaceTime is becoming the the go-to.
it is.
All right, and I'm gonna choose one more. Oh, okay. So someone said this, but I'm sure this is gonna be an easy answer. Are you gonna have a whole album? We need it.
Oh, I definitely will one day. I
Okay.
definitely will. I'm gonna do this EP, and then I think I'm gonna drop another EP, and then it'll be an album. I
Okay.
want to get y'all into me a little bit more. You know what I mean? I think this first one is gonna be the hurt and the pain. The second EP is gonna be more of the hit, like the full healing, the love, the light, and then the album is gonna be everything. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So, yeah, that'll be definitely be a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. She's excited about that. She said, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you're still considered an independent artist, but do you think you would ever want to go back to a record label after your experience of being on one? Are you
I mean,
open?
If it was the right situation, you
Okay.
know what I mean? The right type of thing. I'm just in a space right now. You know, I've had some offers beforehand, but I didn't really have a sound
Mm,
yet.
yeah.
So now that I have developed a sound and I'm still developing it and I know who I am, I know what I want to do. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if I were to have that, it would be more like a partnership than
Mm-hmm.
just going to a label and letting them control everything and putting there all these me with all these random producers and you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, if it was the right situation, I would definitely do it for sure.
All right. So what would you say you're working towards in your career right now?
Grammys.
Okay.
Uh, I want to do film. I want to act. I want to be able to have my songs on movies. I want to. I want to get my son, and so I want to be a whole mommy son duo. I want to be in the same. I want to do movies. He do movies too. You know, type of thing. I want to be. I want to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to do everything that I've always wanted to do. I knew I was supposed to be born an entertainer, a singer. I just, whatever comes my way, whatever God blesses me with, I'm going to do it. No fear, full force. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna do some quick rapid questions real quick, and then we're gonna end it. Who would you say is your biggest musical inspiration?
Oh, Michael
I
Jackson.
oh, you did you say Michael again?
Michael Jackson.
Okay, that was your first musical inspiration. All right, so that's living. There we go. Boom.
Oh, that's living.
All right,
Ooh. Brandy Beyonce. Brandy Beyonce.
Brandy Beyonce.
Brandy,
The
Brandy Beyonce.
Rayon. Okay,
Janet.
I, that works. That works. Okay. If you could put together a music festival, who would be your five acts?
Ooh. Obviously me, my brother, Secret Slime. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Uh, I like so many people. Her. Ooh. Um, Ella May. Uh, I'm on four, so I need a fifth one.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl, I'm trying to find a guy, another guy. I like so many people. Like I like so many people.
Brent Fias. You like him?
I like Brent.
I like his
I
song.
like, but
Miguel, Luke James. I'm trying to think of like R&B, sultry. Someone said Khalid.
Khalid. I would definitely. I want to work with Khalid so
Someone
bad.
too.
I want to work with Khalid. Khalid would be one for sure. I was gonna say Pop Smoke. My hood side was like Pop Smoke, but he ain't here no more. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. That's my morning. My morning go to the woo.
Dang, I was gonna ask you. I was like, okay, so all right, so I was gonna ask you what song do you wake up to? But what would you describe your mood? What song would you use to describe your mood right now?
Pop Smoke song.
It could be anything. Yeah, it could be pasta.
It'd be Pop Smoke Invincible. I feel invincible.
Ooh,
I listen to Pop Smoke every morning. That is like my go-to. I don't know why. I I just wake up and I just feel like I gotta twerk to Pop Smoke. It just makes my morning.
I was listening. I had a happy hour last night with my girlfriends, and I have like little shiners. You know, when you in the club and they and so I played Pop Smoke coming out because it just everyone.
His music makes me happy. But then my other go-to, I listen to Lauryn Hill. I still listen to The Miseducation.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
So I go from Pop Smoke to Lauryn to
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill.
very vast. That's a big variety. That shows you right there as an artist. That shows that you can do anything. All right. And last question was which IG battle has been your fave? So we've had of course Sean wait, was it the dream wait no, it was the dream and Sean, right?
That one.
Then we had Jonta and Neo. Then we had Little John and T Pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. Babyface. Oh, is Babyface tomorrow? I
It's
think
tonight. It's today, girl.
it's tonight. Oh, that's good. Oh, let me not drink all this wine. All right. So,
It was definitely Shine and Dream, and that's because I work with both of them.
mhm.
Those two taught me a lot about songwriting, um, and they both believed in me and believe in me to this day a lot. So it was just funny to watch them. I was just like sitting back, like, if y'all don't.
Yeah.
I was like watching two of my brothers like go back. I was like, what is going on?
I didn't. Well,
But
I I learned more about who Sean Garrett was. So
Okay.
Yeah, like I didn't even know who he was. Like I remember you posting about him like back in the day, and I was like,
Hmm.
oh, like, who is this? But like now I'm like, oh dang, like you was really putting out you was really working with some heavy hitters.
Girl. He's no joke, and he's
Nope.
amazing to work with. He's like, he pushes you. He pushed me. He taught me. He was actually one of the reasons why I'm as good as I am in the booth, like
Yeah.
recording, because he was on my head so much. This is what you need to do. He used to tell me, you need to get lost in it. You need to get into character. Whatever it is we singing about, I don't care if you're having the best day. If we singing a sad song, I need you to channel that. He was one of the people that taught me how to do that in the booth. So I will always love and respect him for that. And yeah, Uncle Sean.
Who you have tonight? Babyface or Teddy?
Y'all can't.
I'm a huge Babyface fan. All right. This is my thought process. But Teddy, I just think Teddy, I think he might have it. I'm a huge Babyface.
I'm friends with the Rileys, so
Oh,
it's hard. Like I'm like but at the same time, Babyface is Babyface. It's one of those things where I think it's just gonna be an incredible moment. It's
yeah.
like it don't matter who wins. It's just the fact that it's those two that have shaped and molded R&B for all of us
Yeah.
to come together and do this. This is gonna be just incredible. Like that's I'm like I forgot it was tonight. I'm like, let me not drink too much wine so I don't pass out before. Come on.
No, I have to like throw a whole party. I gotta cook dinner and everything, but I'm glad I have my wine bottles here because I'm gonna need that for then.
Yes.
But no, Babyface is definitely, I don't know. Babyface, I've seen Teddy Riley like perform live and
Mm-hmm.
seeing all the artists that he brought out, I was like, yo,
He is that dude.
he's that dude. Like he's that guy. But Babyface is just so talented. And then like whenever I'm going through anything or when I think I'm in love with somebody, I put on Babyface and so
It takes you there.
this is
He takes you there every time.
it's gonna be a good battle.
I'm
Um,
excited.
I have to put this one out here because I did have him on my show. I don't know if he's still here. His name's Kenny Sway, the dope artist.
Hey,
Up to write some songs for you.
what's up, Ken?
So, I know he has a lot of stuff in his list of music. I actually had him on here. So,
Let's work. I got a home studio set up here. You want to send some tracks? We can send some stuff back and forth. That's how I've been working with other people now.
yeah. So
Um,
I hope you see this, Kenny. Hope you're still in here.
I
Um,
hope so too.
I had to put him out there because he's super, super talented. So I had to make sure I said that. But we have this EP coming out. Well, it's
Hey,
already out on the platform. So we have Tidal. Um, we have
Amazon, Pandora, and Amazon. Yep.
Amazon. And what was the other one you said? Something.
Well, no, it's not out on it's not out on Deezer yet. We're just waiting for Apple Music,
Yeah.
Deezer, and Google Play. We're waiting on those.
Okay, once it's on Apple Music, I got you. But I'm gonna go listen in. So everyone, make sure that if you don't know who Whitney Reign is, you guys are following her. You're listening to her journey. I think it's super, super important. I'm so happy that you could come on here and just be completely honest and vulnerable. I'm pissed off though because the live didn't even save when it cut us off. That's how I knew that first live.
Oh, I had one had everything.
That's how I
Oh,
knew it was.
cool.
So, because it literally like exited out. I've never seen this done before. So clearly,
Well, you know what, Mama? Let me give you some loving. Like, maybe one day, once this quarantine is over, we could link up and actually do a face to face one.
yeah, let's do it.
You know what I mean? We could put it on YouTube, wherever it is you want to put it on, and you'll be able to do that with more artists and be able to really sit down with them. Because this is amazing what you're doing. But when you get that, you already know when you get that in person vibe, it's like
This is over. Yeah,
you'll have me in tears. We'll be both crying like some crazy people.
girl, we would have drank both of these bottles of wine. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. All right.
Yes.
I was over here trying to trying to keep it together. But again, I appreciate you being so open, and I'm so excited for this EP. I'm so excited for the world to see your original music. I think that's so important because they saw on the floor that you can do some covers. Now, Rain can do some covers.
Yes, I can.
All right, but that original music and what you can create, being a songwriter, that's not an easy thing to write music, but you're able to write the music, perform it, and it's only up from here once we're done with all this because clearly. Do you think you're gonna also go on tour once it's all over? Would you go on tour for an EP? Have you thought about that?
I would. I definitely would.
Okay.
Me and my management were already in the process of talking about doing that. So hopefully we'll get to that point with maybe do like a radio tour, go around to some different cities, get some stuff playing on the radio, perform at little spots here and there.
Yeah.
So we've definitely been in talks about that, but we just got to wait and see what's going to be, possible for
Yeah.
us. So
That Rona is trying to like cut out all concerts and stuff like that, but
yeah,
it's okay. We still gonna live. We still gonna have this. People are gonna have the tracks memorized. So when they
that's what right.
okay, you need them in the audience singing along with you. It doesn't need to be no like, all right, I'm here. This is my EP. No, they've had time to go look at the lyrics, look at the
Yes.
songbook, learn it, and come out there and perform with you. So I think that's gonna make it even better. It's gonna make people want to see you in person more. Looking back
Yeah.
at those old performances, so it'll come. But I'm super excited that you're taking the time to release this, and release this at a time where it's needed. We all need some therapy. Okay.
Yes, girl.
Some music. So thank you for that. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, my love. We'll do another one of these days.
Yeah, definitely. It'll happen. All right. Best of luck with everything. One more cheers.
Cheers, mamacita.
All right. Cheers. And continue to stay safe. Have fun tonight with Babyface. Oh, I got a drink too, right?
Yes.
With Babyface and Teddy Riley. This is going to be a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Guys, thank you guys for watching.
Bye, everybody.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching Meet the People Live. We will be having new episodes next week, Tuesday, and then I have another one in the books later on. So yeah, stay tuned and share with your friends, all that other stuff. But enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you guys for watching.